Good day, everyone. I am Varshini Jagarajan from class DDT S3 and my metric number is 01DDT19F2051 and my group members are.
Hi, my name is Jivita Nagalingam and my metric card number is 01DDT19F2065.
And hi, my name is Nagashubhashni Sambasivan. My metric number is 01DDT19F2042.
Today, myself and my group members are here to present our system analysis design subjects project 1 assignment, which is students have to prepare a proposal for a new project with any title chosen by the team. Our group has chosen PUO online lab and room reservation system for Department of Technology Information and Communication. Introduction. PUO online lab and room reservation system for Department of Technology Information and Communication is the most common form of management support system. It provides information products that support decision making that needs by lecturers and staff. The data collected in an organization is the database of that organization. The project that we want to develop is an online reservation system, namely the PUO online lab and room reservation system for departmental information technology and communication. Problems in previous system. First, update information. The system under study was not able to record where the level of information was effective, whether the information was at a minimum or incomplete. It is quite difficult to ensure that a room or lab is still usable. The laboratory and room management unit had to handle this resolving manually, which caused a lot of problems. The manual system is inefficient for updating data in the recording system. When a change needs to be made, then the lecturers and staff must retrieve all the relevant documents and has to change one by one for each document. It involves time, place, and capacity that need to be removed from the record. This takes too much time if done manually and is most confusing if the unit has a lot of records. Second is data recurrence. The manual system cannot handle this problem effectively. Indirectly, data recording will result in less efficient use of time to record the same data. It will also cause the space used to be wasted. Third is data security. In the previous system, which was in the form of application and file system, all information was recorded in paper form and stored in the relevant file, and also all the information about the room and laboratory cannot be seen or referenced by the lecturers and staff. Data access is uncontrolled because there is no level of users that should limit data access according to importance of the administrative unit. As such, important information can be accessed by various parties arbitrarily and leaves data records vulnerable to the risk of data leakage. Fourth is data integrity. Errors in terms of manual data recording will result in poor data integrity. The manual system is unable to detect time and place errors, especially when the number of users is large, and it is quite difficult to detect such errors. Errors in the use of this manual system have a high percentage of risk. Fifth is space to keep records. Because all the information is in the form of paper and stored in a file, a lot of space had to be allocated to store the document. With the development of management in terms of technology, the storage of documents is of course more difficult to handle and takes up a lot of space. And the last is record search. Manual systems are quite difficult to obtain data. This is because each data needs to be retrieved from the file manually. Manual record search also takes quite a long time because the data obtained may be from different files. Proposed solution for the problem in previous system is based on the problems that we have identified before, we would like to propose a system of electronic which is online for the reservation and checking laboratories, seminar rooms, and lecture halls available in the Department of Technology, Information and Communication at PUO, where this system will display a smart calendar for users. This will indirectly improve the performance of the facilities at Technology and Communication Department of Polytechnic Unku Oma. This system is flexible in responding to queries spontaneously, has the power to combine information from different sources, has a simple design and maintenance, and the ability to add new data and records without disrupting existing programs and systems. This system has a user-friendly environment. In addition, users can be given early exposure to the importance of information technology in daily life as well as to further expand the use of information technology in Malaysia. Next is project planning. We have two project planning. First is System Development Life Cycle SDLC and the second is Gantt chart. First, let's see System Development Life Cycle SDLC. Method is an aspect that needs to be emphasized first before a single development of the product is developed. The selection of the right and appropriate method or methodology is necessary to ensure that the development process runs smoothly without any problems. This is to ensure that the product to be developed can be completed on time as well as to maintain the quality of the product. The development of PUO online lab and room reservation system for Department of Technology Information and Communication has chosen to use the method or methodology of System Development Lifecycle, or it is better known as System Development Lifecycle SDLC. Emphasis on each stage of development is one of the reasons the selection of this methodology or method is done. This figure represents phases in the system development life cycle SDLC. The task and product work for each phase in this method will be described in detail. First stage is initiation phase. The initial phase begins with identifying a need or opportunity. The purpose of this initial phase is to identify and validate an opportunity to improve the performance of lack of existing application software and identify important assumptions and constraints on the requirement. Second is planning phase. A plan is developed that documents which approach selected and to be used include discussion methods, tools, assignments, resources, project schedules, and system user input. In addition, modification planning done on the existing system exists to meet the needs of system users. This system planning is also developed so that it is in line and in accordance with the objectives of the system, which will be able to meet the need of users. Target users are also identified at this stage where this has selected target group of PUO, online lab and room reservation system for Department of Technology Information and Communication are staff, lecturers and admins. Third is analysis phase. Analyze user needs whether modifiers and functional additions need to be made to the system that has been developed. This phase further clarifies in detail the user needs to identify in the initiation. Concept development and planning phases. In this phase, the requirements are defined to an adequate level so that system design can proceed. It should meet characteristics such as measurability and testability that have been identified during the initial phase. The purpose of this phase is to build detailed data and process models, which is system input, system output, and processes, and develop testing evaluation requirements which will be used to determine the performance of this system that can be adopted. Fourth is design phase. While in this phase, this system is designed to meet the characteristics needs that have been identified while in the previous phase. Various elements are used to reduce risk. These include identify areas that have a high potential for problems, conduct a safety assessment, develop a conversion plan to bring existing data to a new system, explain the major subsystems and their inputs and outputs, provide specification for each system module. Each section that requires the user to enter input or validation is documented and subsequently scrutinized by the user. Fifth is development phase. In this phase, the specification generated on the design and translated to workable hardware, communications, and software. The process of perfective maintenance is done on the existing system. It needs to be done so that the user needs that have been identified can be integrated well. Modify and add related functions so that PUO online lab and room reservation system for Department of Technology, Information and Communication can achieve the objectives outlined at an early stage. Sixth, sixth is testing phase. Subsystem integration, system security, and acceptance testing the user are performed during the testing phase. Users together with them are responsible for ensuring the quality of the system that has been modified. is done on the PO online lab and room reservation system for the Department of Technology, Information and Communication to ensure the security and validity of the data can be maintained. Testing is done on the hardware and software so that this system can run perfectly. Seventh is implementation phase. This phase is initiated after the system is tested and adopted by users. In this phase, the system is loaded in order to support the modifications and additions of the functions that have been performed. The performance of the PUO online lab and room reservation system for Department of Technology, Information and Communication is compared with the performance of the objectives established during the planning phase. Implementation includes user notification, hardware loading, and software loading into computers. This phase continues until the system operates in accordance with the defined user needs. Second, project planning is Gantt chart. Planning is a process that cannot be ignored. This is to ensure that the project to be implemented is completed within the stipulated period. Therefore, a scheduling method should be practiced to plan the implementation of each system development. In the development process of this PUO online lab and room reservation system for Department of Technology, Information and Communication project, the Gantt chart method has been used as a guide in the development of the system. This is the Gantt chart for our new system. Feasibility study. Feasibility refers to the process that describes, identifies, and evaluates the proposed system and selects the best system for proper functioning. For evaluating the feasibility, a feasibility study is conducted that helps in determining whether this system is possible to develop or not. There are four types of feasibility study. There are operational feasibility, technical feasibility, economic feasibility, and schedule feasibility. Studying all this feasibility helps the user and the developer to understand on what grounds their system will be made and what are all the features they can include in the software. The main purpose to conduct a feasibility study is to establish the reasons to develop the software that is accepted by all the users and can be modified easily as per the requirements. Some of the objectives of the feasibility study are discussed below. To determine whether the newly developed software can be integrated with the software that exists already. To analyze whether the software has the potential to be implemented with the adoption of the current technology and within the specified schedule and budget. To determine whether the software is able to fulfill the requirements of the organization or a user. Following are the types of feasibility studies. First is operational feasibility. Second is technical feasibility. Third, economical feasibility. And the fourth is schedule feasibility. Regarding the types of feasibility study, my group member Jivitra Nagalingam will continue on.
Thank you, my group member Varshni Jagarajan. Next, see the type of feasibility. The first type of feasibility is operational feasibility. Operational feasibility follows PISA framework. So let's see what's the explanation. Operational feasibility is a measure of how well a proposed system solves the business problem of the organization and how it satisfies the requirements identified in the requirements analysis phase of this system development. In other words, accessing operational feasibility will allow us to gain a clear understanding on how as information system will fit into the current day-to-day operation of the organization. Operational feasibility can be computed in various frameworks but will be analyzed it by using the PISA framework. PISA refers to top 6 frames to measure the operational feasibility of the system. The first one is performance. Proposed system for PEO online lab and room reservation system will result in better management and department organization. Most of the work was done manually, so the throughput, which refers to the amount of work completed within a time given, was not very good and consumed a large amount of time. This system would consume less time in keeping view to the lecturers as well as the PO Department of Technology, Information and Communication staff. The PEO admins can solve ample of problems in a limited time because this system can speed up daily work processes and increase productivity. Next, information. It determines whether this system provides lecturers with timely, pertinent, accurate, and useful formatted information or not. In proposed system, all the records will be maintained in a database against a unique NRIC number, thus it can be accessed anytime and any fields of particular record can be searched about. It also will provide the meaningful and accurate data to the lecturer's staff on reserving and checking laboratories, seminar rooms and lectures hall available in the Technology and Communication Department of Polytechnic Ungku Omar. With the help of the proposed system, the lecturer as well as all the PO Department of Technology, Information and Communication staff can also check the whole information regarding the problems. The staff can check the previous solution for any problems happened before that time. With the help of the computerized system, lecturers no longer have to wait to make changes on their booking and can view their timetable stored in this system. Next, E for economic. It determines whether the system offers adequate service level and capacity to reduce the cost of the system development or increase the profit of this system development or not. The proposed system won't save a significant sum of time, but will moreover save money by not utilizing papers and making calls. Despite the reality that the working cost for the proposed system will be more expensive in sense of support charge, this modern system will pass a more advantage to the PO Department of Technology, Information and Communication Organization, since it is handled most of the issues shown within the current system. Over time, the cost will be secured by the incomes as most of the administration will be done by this system. Next, C for control. Control refers to the security and guarantee that this system will provide against the fraud and embezzlement of data and information. After the deployment of this proposed system, the data will become completely secure as the entire data will be kept password protected, which will only be accessible by the authorized person. So there will be no fear of data being lost and unauthorized data access and manipulation. And since the data will be saved in a central database separate from the individual workstation, this system will also provide the backup of the data. Next, efficiency. Efficiency refers to the ability of this system to make full use of the resource available to it along with giving full output. The proposed system will be fully automated and will make full use of the resource available to it. All people involved in running this system will be making full use of all its facilities that this system will provide. This system will provide a lot of features which will help in collecting and retrieving data to and from the system very easily. In the proposed system, all the PO Department of Technology, Information and Communication staff will be dealing with the queries and problems of lecturers to get to be solved quickly. Meanwhile, they will be using the available resources. Next is services. Services. It determines whether this system provides desirable and reliable service to those who need it, and also whether this system is flexible or expandable. This proposed system is very much flexible and can incorporate various related components to it for better efficiency and performance of the Technology, Information and Communication Department organization. Second feasibility is technical feasibility. A system request is technically feasible if the management has the resource to develop or purchase, install and operate this system. Since system technically requires hardware, software, network and people involvement in completing the online lab and room reservation system for Technology and Communication Department of Polytechnic Ungku Umar, thus when accessing technical feasibility will need to ensure that whether the required technology is available or not and whether the required resources of this system are available in terms of manpower and equipment. The organization must have technically expertise. If it does not, it has to be accurate. The proposed system should also be capable enough to match up with the further needs. It should be flexible and can support expandability. The technical feasibility is also concerned about hardware and software platform availability, and hence it's relatable to also relevant. Is also relevant. It also be adaptable with any kind of information system. Overall, the combination of hardware and software should deliver adequate performance. Importantly, this system must be able to handle the projected growth of the organization in the future. Next, let's see the system technical requirements. First is hardware requirements. Second, software requirements. Third, network requirements. And fourth is people requirements. First, let's look on hardware requirements. The first one is Dell PowerEdge 3 T30. Dell PowerEdge T30 will be the main server for PEO online lab and room reservation of Department of Technology, Information and Communication System. The objective of it is to store the entire data of online lab and room reservation of Department of Technology, Information and Communication System and act as a backup. The Dell PowerEdge T30 server is precisely engineered to be compact and also quite as possible. It provides a real-time trailing at each and every stage of the server build method. The part utilized as a part of this system are among the best. Intel Xeon E3 1200 V5 processor with Intel Core i3 series processor and Intel Pentium processor, giving the aggregate of 8 MB cache on Intel Xeon E3 1225 V5 and 3 MB on the Pentium G4400 cache. Next, the second hardware requirement is HP NV34C media display. System development will require a desktop PC to be more effective in their work and making bookings quickly. All PO staff can check the reserving details by retrieving data from the database, which is put away in Dell PowerEdge 330 server through HP NV34C media display desktop. Other than that, lecturer can amend booking time and the amendments which automatically be recorded in the database. Microsoft Service Studio is an incredible, powerful, yet beautifully composed across the board PC. It includes some major build quality and execution. Third hardware requirement is Asus RT-AC66U B1 dual band gigabit Wi-Fi router. The Asus RT-AC66UBI dual band gigabit Wi-Fi router provides the best possible wireless performance. Using configure advanced wireless settings, including MAC filtering, radio server, wireless bridge, and other professional setting technology, this router has the ability to empower wireless transmission that can break the 1 GB/second barrier. It has an exclusive built-in software and substantially array of 4 LAN ports and performs from its USB 3 port. Software requirements. The first software requirement is Active Server Page. This software is used to build websites. ASP requires an Internet Information Server for Windows NT Server and a personal web server for Windows NT Workstation and Windows 98. This environment allows us to develop dynamic, fast, and attractive website. ASP can be integrated with all popular databases, but most programmers prefer use Access or SQL Server. Next, Microsoft Access. This software is used to keep a record of raw data and data that has been processed. Access operates as a database where relevant information is stored in a table. Access is easier to be used because there is no need to define procedure to get the desired result. In fact, this system can be run on various types of computers. Hence, there is no doubt why this software was chosen. In fact, it can minimize the accuracy, integrity, consistency, and data and provide flexibility for the ease of modification and development in the future. The third one is Micromedia Dreamweaver MX. This software is used to write programs, Lego script in the development of this system. This system is used because it can help create system application easily and quickly, but can perform tasks perfectly. The application interface is drawn in written instruction. The fourth one is Microsoft Office Visio 2016. This software is used to draw diagrams, relationship models such as ERD, flow chart, structured chart, data flow diagram, and diagrams, other related diagrams. The fifth software requirement is JavaScript. Java Platform Standard Edition Java SE is a computing platform for the development and deployment of portable code for desktop and server environment. Java SE was formerly known as Java 2 Platform Standard Edition J2SE. The platform uses Java programming language and it's part of Java software platform family. The sixth software requirement is Microsoft SQL Server 2019. SQL Server follows a table structure based on rows, allowing connection of data and function while maintaining the data security and consistency. Check in the relational model of the server works to ensure the database transactions are processed consistently. RTM version of the Microsoft SQL Server 2019 is 15.0. Next, the network requirement is Maxis Fiber 800 Mbps. The download speed is 800 Mbps and upload speed is 200 Mbps. Quota is unlimited data. Get complete Wi-Fi coverage with mesh Wi-Fi, 2 times mesh Wi-Fi, and the price is $299 per month. Next is, let's see people requirement for the system development. First is system analysis, and next one is system developer operator. Next, my group member Naga Subhashini will proceed the presentation.
Third is economic feasibility. Proposed system should reduce cost and provide benefits. Economic feasibility evaluates the scope and areas where the reduction in the cost can be made. Economic analysis is used for evaluating the effectiveness of the proposed system. System development and annually working costs are the two essential segments utilized to choose the cost measures. The work system includes a one-time cost, ordinarily very high. For occurrence, the new hardware to set up the new proposed system is around 12,500 plus. Once prepared for occupancy and use, the extra cost will be considered working costs such as electricity, maintenance, and other costs. In any case, the cost will more than likely exceed the development cost at same point in the future. Cost classification. Cost classification can be separated into 4 special sorts of costs. 1 is direct and indirect costs. 2 is fixed and variable costs. 3 is tangible and intangible costs. And 4 is development and operational cost. Direct costs. Direct costs are costs that can be related with the progression of a specific system. For occasion, the cost of software and hardware like desktop and Windows 10 software. Equipment cost for the proposed system. Quantity of JavaScript is 2. Unit price for JavaScript is 150 and total price for JavaScript is 300 ringgit. Quantity for Dell PowerEdge T30 is 2 and unit price Dell PowerEdge T30 is RM 3062 ringgit and total price for Dell PowerEdge T30 is RM 6124 ringgit. Quantity for HNV 34C media display is 2. Unit price for HP NV 34C media display is RM 2506 ringgit and 63 cents. Total price for HP NV 34C media display is RM 5000 ringgit 5013 ringgit and 26 cents. Quantity for SSRT AC66 UB1 dual band gigabit Wi-Fi router is 1. Unit price SSRT AC 66U B1 dual band gigabit Wi-Fi router is RM 399, and the total price for the SSRT AC 66U B1 dual band gigabit Wi-Fi router is 399. Quantity for the Maxis Fiber 800 Mbps is unlimited. The unit price for the Maxis Fiber 800 Mbps is 299, and the total price for the Maxis Fiber 800 Mbps is 299. So total cost is RM 12,153 ringgit 26 cent. Next is indirect cost. Indirect cost takes after overhead costs that cannot be credited to the enhancement of specific framework, like for occurrence the copy, machine rental, power, and insurance costs. Number of months for maintenance and equipment is 2. Cost per month is 2,000 ringgit. Quantity is 1. Total cost will be 4,000 ringgit. Number of months for electricity is 8. Cost per month is 400 ringgit. Quantity is 1 and the total cost will be 3,200 ringgit. Number of months for internet is 4. Cost per month will be 300 ringgit and quantity is 1. The total cost is 1,200 ringgit. Number of months for antivirus is 2. Cost per month is 99 ringgit. Quantity is 2. So total cost will be 396 ringgit. Total cost for this is 8,796 ringgit. Time duration for one system analysis is 5 hours. Rate per hour is 30 ringgit. Total is RM 50. Time duration for one system developer operator is 5 hours. Rate per hour is 50 ringgit and the total will be 250 ringgit. Total cost for these 2% is 400 ringgit. Total for the agreement software license is 350 ringgit. Overall cost of indirect cost is 8,796 ringgit plus 400 ringgit plus 350 ringgit is 9,546 ringgit. Then is fixed costs. Fixed costs are costs that are independent of output. These remain constant throughout the relevant range and are usually considered sunk for the relevant range, not relevant to output decision. Fixed costs often include rent, building, machinery, etc. These costs are relatively constant and do not depend on the level of activity or effort. Total material cost for the proposed system. Quantity for JavaScript is 2, unit price is 150 ringgit, and total price is 300 ringgit. Quantity for Dell Power HT30 is 2, unit price is 3,062 ringgit, and total price will be 6,124 ringgit. Quantity for HP NV34C media display is 2, and unit price is at RM 2,506 ringgit 63 cent. The total price will be 5,013 ringgit and 26 cent. Quantity for SSRT AC66 UB1 dual band gigabit Wi-Fi router is 1. And the unit price is 399 ringgit and the total price is 399 ringgit. Quantity for Maxis Fiber 800 Mbps is unlimited. Unit price is 299 ringgit and the total price is 299 ringgit. Total cost for this is 12,153 ringgit and 26 cent. Variable costs. Variable costs are costs that vary with the variable costs increase at a constant rate relative and capital. Variable costs may include wages, utilized materials used in production, etc. Time duration for one system analysis is 5 hours. Rate per hour is 30 ringgit and the total will be RM 50 ringgit. Time duration for one system developer operator is 5 hours. Rate per hour is 50 ringgit and total is 250 ringgit. Total cost is 400 ringgit. Total agreement software license is 350 ringgit and total variable cost for this system is 400 ringgit plus 350 ringgit equals RM 750 ringgit. Tangible and intangible costs. Tangible benefits are those that can fairly be assessed with respect to cash, like for occurrence, labor pay rates, hardware, software, purchases, and soft office supplies. On the other hand, intangible costs are costs that cash cannot be alerted computed effortless, where lowered instructor morale, lesson data accessibility, member dissatisfaction, etc. falls under intangible costs. Development costs. Development costs are costs that are supported as it were once at the time of system development. Examples include purchase of Windows 10 software, primarily training of employees and buying of obligatory hardware equipment. The table shows the development costs. Equipment cost for the proposed system. Quantity JavaScript is 2, unit price is 150, total price is 300. And quantity for the Dell Power Edge T30 is 2 and 3,600 3,062 ringgit. Total price is 6,124 ringgit. And the quantity for HP NV34C media display is 2 and the unit price is 2,506 ringgit 63 cent and the total price is 5,013 ringgit 26 cent. The quantity for the SSR3AC 66UB1 dual band gigabit Wi-Fi router is 1 and the unit price is 399 ringgit and the total price is 399 ringgit. The quantity for the Maxis Fiber 800 Mbps is unlimited and the unit price is 299 ringgit and the total price is 299 ringgit. Time duration for the one system analysis 5 hours is 5 hours and rate per hour is 30 ringgit and total is 150 ringgit. And the time duration for the one system developer operator is 5 hours and the rate per hour is 50 ringgit and the total is RM 250 ringgit. The total expense for development is 12,553 ringgit and 26 cents. Operational cost. The cost that is incurred after the system has been set up and is being used is known as the operational cost. Example include maintenance, ongoing training for new workers, and yearly software license fee and communication costs. Number of months once maintenance and equipment is 2. The cost per month is 2,000 and quantity is 1 and total cost is 4,000. Number of months once electricity is 8. The cost per month is 400 ringgit and the quantity is 1 in total cost is 3,200 ringgit. Number of months once internet is 4. The cost per month is 300 ringgit and the quantity is 1. So total cost is 1,200 ringgit. Number of months once antivirus is 2. Cost per month is 99 ringgit, the quantity is 2 and the total cost is 396 ringgit. The time duration for one system analysis is 5 hours, rate per hour 30 ringgit and the total is 150 ringgit. The time duration for one system developer operator is 5 hours, rate per hour is 50 ringgit and total is 250 ringgit. The total for the agreement software license is 350 ringgit. The total operational cost is RM 9,546 ringgit. Payback analysis. The payback method is a common measure of the relative time value of a project. It determines the time it takes for the accumulate benefits to equal the initial investment. Obviously, the shorter the payback period, the sooner a profit is realized and the more attractive is the investment. Cost for year 0 is 12,553 ringgit 26 cent. The cumulative cost is 12,553 ringgit 26 cent. The cost for year 1 is 9,546 ringgit. The cumulative cost is 22,099 ringgit 26 cent. And the cost for the year 2 is 9,546 ringgit. The cumulative cost is 31,645 ringgit 26 cent. The cost for the year 3 is 9,546 ringgit and the cumulative cost is RM 41,191 ringgit 26 cent. Benefit analysis. 10% from POO Department of Technology, Information and Communication student semester fee is 20 ringgit per month. Estimate number of POO Department of Technology, Information and Communication students are 500 students. Revenue per month is 20 ringgit times 500 students is 10,000 ringgit. The revenue per year 10,000 ringgit times 12 months is equals 120,000 ringgit. Therefore, the total benefit per year is 120,000 ringgit. Next, My group member Vaishni Jagarajan will carry on.
Thank you, Nagasubhashni. Payback period. The table chart above shows the cumulative cost and cumulative benefits. Based on the table, PO Department of Technology, Information and Communication will start benefits when the cumulative benefits are higher than the cumulative cost. Year 0, development cost 12,553 ringgit and 26 cents. For year 1, 2, 3, 0. Operating costs for year 0, 0, and for year 1, 9,546 ringgit, and for year 2 and for year 3 will remain the same. Cumulative cost for year 0, 12,553 ringgit and 26 cents. For year 1, 22,099 ringgit 26 cents. For year 2, 31,645 ringgit and 26 cents. And for year 3 will be 41,191 ringgit and 26 cents. Benefits for year 0 will be 120,000. And for year 1, year 2 and year 3 will remain the same. Cumulative benefits for year 1 will be 120,000. For year 0 will be 120,000. For year 1 will be 240,000 ringgit. And for year 2 will be 360,000 ringgit. And for year 3 will be 480,000 ringgit. Return on investment. Formula for return on investment is total benefits minus with total cost divided by total cost. Total benefits will be 480,000 minus 41,191 and 26 cents will be 438,808,074 cents. Total cost will remain the same. Return on investment RM 438,808,074 cents divided by 41,191 ringgit 26 cents equals to 10.6%. The return on investment is 10.6%. Thus, this system is a successful system which will benefit PO Department of Technology, Information and Communication with profit. Fourth feasibility is schedule feasibility. Schedule feasibility is defined as the possibility of a project being completed within its scheduled time frame. If the project has a high probability of completion by the desired due date, then schedule feasibility is considered to be high. The proposed system is not very hard to conceive and neither is it very hard to design and implement. If everything goes as per plan, then the work can be completed well before the deadline and even with minor delays. The project is not going to be affected and the deadlines can be easily met. This is done keeping in mind at the same time the organizational constraints that may be imposed during the development of the project. Schedule feasibility also contains the estimated time taken to complete the project. Schedule table. Task 1 is initiation. Start time of initiation is 1st February of 2019 and the finish time is 7th February of 2019 and the duration takes exactly 1 week. Task 2 is planning. Start time of planning is 8th February of 2019 and finish time is 1st April of 2019. Takes exactly 3 weeks. Task 3 is problem analysis. Start time is 2nd April of 2019 and the finish time is 9th April of 2019. It takes exactly 1 week. Task 4 is system design. Start time is 10th April of 2019 and the finish time is 10th October of 2019. It takes exactly 24 weeks. Task 5 is development. It is program coding. Start time is 11th October of 2019 and finish time is 25 August 2020. It takes exactly 44 weeks. Task 6 is testing, which is program testing. Start time is 26 August of 2020 and finish time is 29th of December 2020. It takes exactly 4 weeks and 3 days. Task 7 is maintenance. Start time is 30th September of 2020 and finish time is 31st December of 2020. It takes exactly 12 weeks and 1 day. Task 8 is implementation. Start time is 1st January of 2021 and finish time is 7th of January 2021. It takes exactly 1 week. Task 9 is report writing. Start time is 1st February of 2019 and finish time is 7th January of 2021. It takes exactly 105 weeks. This is all our project 1, the end of project 1. Thank you.